Alright everyone, for this video, I just wanted to quickly go over yung trade breakdown ko sa SCC, no? I wanted to show you step by step what I did. I wanted to explain yung thought process, why I traded it this way, why I traded it that way, why I sold, where I sold, and so on. Okay? Now, before I go to the charts, I wanted to show you yung quote-unquote resibo. Kasi alam mo naman, very untrusting yung mga tao ngayon. So, tama lang naman. And I wanted to show you muna yung buy-sell ko. So, I took this on 2 different occasions and I posted it sa Discord channel, sa group ko. So, if you're interested in joining yung Discord channel na Silid Aralan, you do so by subscribing to my free newsletter, and when you receive yung welcome email, nandun yung invitation link, and the link for yung pag-subscribe sa free newsletter is in the description box below. Now, as you can see from dito sa screenshots na to, I bought SCC nung 18.10, then I added nung 19.5, then I sold at 22.6, and then again at 24.6. So when we go to the charts, I will go over slowly kung bakit ako nagpasok ng 18.10, bakit ako nagpasok ng 19.5, bakit ako nagbenta ng 22.6, and then again, why I sold the remaining at 24.6. Also, kung napapansin nyo, sa una, mas malaki yung cover ko, sa huli lumiit na. Kasi sa huli, do sa 24.6, mas konti na yung natira sa posisyon ko. Kaya mas konti rin yung binenta ko at that price. I'm always very outright naman and honest. I'm not gonna tell you na, hindi, mas marami ako nabenta sa 24.6. Mas marami ako nabenta sa 22.6. Yung runner ko lang yung natira sa 24.6. Okay? So with that said, let's go to the chart and I'll explain everything. Alright. Allow me to go back in time a bit para lang ma-explain ko yung thought process ko along the way and the trade that I missed along the way, okay? Para lang clear and very transparent yung paggalaw ko, okay? Yung pag-execute ko ng trade. So, what happened here was I was looking at one giant rounded bottom here and I was already watching out na mag-breakout siya dito sa area na to. Okay, bakit dyan? Bakit hindi dito sa high na to? Kinonsider ko rin naman yung high na yan. It's just that, nung nag-hit ako dito, diba, sa 14.92, nagkaroon tayo ng swing away. Diba? We went from 14.92 all the way back to 13.82. Decent move din siya. So because of that, I was thinking na ito muna yung gusto ko makitang mabasag, and I was considering ito as a possible overshoot lang overall in the grand scheme of things. Okay? So what happened after? As we can see, price broke out here. So to those who have been following me for a while, you know I typically don't trade breakouts. There will always be exceptions to that, but by and large, I don't buy on breakouts. Iniiwasan ko yung mga fake outs, iniiwasan ko yung mga parang quick move to the upside tas mangtatrap. So I like seeing confirmation. So when I got this candle, I was thinking, okay, I would consider buying on a pullback dito sa 15 to 14.92 na area. Kahit na all the way hanggang 14.8. Bakit? Bakit di nala ako bumili sa close na to? Kasi my stop for this trade would have gone at least here. Medyo may kalayuan, no? So that's 14.20. Tapos yung close nito was at 15.44. Okay? So I wasn't willing to take that trade dahil medyo ang layo nga nung stop, and I wasn't comfortable with the potential risk-reward ratio. Okay? So I wanted to see it pull back or mag-consolidate man lang sana siya dito sa taas ng maayos para mabigyan ako ng proper entry. Now, what happened next? Tumuloy-tuloy lang siya, no? So, it just moved higher from there. Okay? We moved higher. Tapos, saka siya nag-conso sa taas. At that time, okay, I was still thinking na pwede pa tong bumalik, okay lang. I was still willing to take the trade ng if it pulled back to mga 15 pesos hanggang 14.8. Okay? Kasi nga, I was thinking na since ang strong ng move pataas, and I always say na yung mga ganitong klaseng moves tend to get eaten up. So there was a chance na mabalikan ako at makakuha ako sa price na gusto ko. Unfortunately, as you can see here, yung low ng candle na to was 15.32. Hindi man lang siya umabot sa high na to. Okay? This high was 15.3. Hindi man lang siya umabot doon. It got close. And honestly, had I been watching closely at the time, maybe I would have considered it nung nasa ganun na, but I wasn't. Nag-iwan lang ako ng order from 15 hanggang 14.8. So when this candle happened, it fell hanggang 15.3, then push all the way back up sa 16.7, inalis ko na yung order ko. I figured at that point, kung bumalik pa man din yung price ng 15 to 14.8, I wouldn't be interested in it na. Kasi rineject na niya eh. So dapat it should be staying up there na rather than coming back all the way down here. Okay? So at this point, at July 19, wala pa akong ginagawa. Okay? Other than pulling my order. So that was a missed potential trade. Had I been watching closely, I might have been able to trade it, but honestly right now, hindi ko na alam. Ayoko kasi yung tapos na, tapos i-review ko, sabihin ko, hindi, dapat trade ko yan. Kasi alam ko na yung nangyari eh. 'Di ba? So I don't like yung mga ganong klaseng what ifs kasi it doesn't help. It will just cause regret where regret should not be caused in the first place. Kasi malay ko ba naman na hanggang 15.32 lang yan. It could have pushed all the way down here, 'di ba? So anyways, moving on. Nag-consolidate tayo dyan for a while. Okay? Nag-consolidate for a while. Then we started tagging yung 18.2 na area. Okay? Nag-hold yung resistance. Saan galing yung resistance na yan? Okay? It was from all the way here. Okay? Yung mga cluster of lows from this area. Pinili ko lang yung extreme low, which was around this area here. Pinapakita ko lang. Okay? So, I was looking at that. So I was thinking, okay, if we can break above 18.2, then maybe there's a trade to be had. Kasi after 18.2, yung next was yung 19.48 na possible na pag-fill nung gap, which is around there. Okay? Let me zoom in. So what happened next? Hindi siya nag-breakout. So wala, nood pa rin. August na, wala pa rin ang ginagawa. Okay? Came back down, tag 16.3, which held. Okay? Came back up, and then it started trading barely above yung 18.2. Okay? Barely. At this point, I was thinking, okay, it looks to be pushing higher. So I want to be able to capitalize on this trade kung magbuo man siya. Okay? Now, what happened next? Next, we had this breakout candle here, which broke above yung highs of these candles. Itong mga wicks na natira, we actually broke out of it. So, ito ang high nito was 18.46. Ito nag-close to at 18.58. So, at that point, I was looking for an entry. The question was, where? Initially, I was thinking 18.2. Okay? I was thinking 18.2. Kaso, parang ang alanganin kasi ang tight eh, 'di ba? Ang tight nung range niya. So I decided that I was going to watch this intraday to see if I can get a better entry than 18.2. Kung hindi ako makakuha, then I would kunyari tumuloy siya agad, then I would just put an order at 18.2 and then wait and see if ma-fill ako. Okay? Ang nangyari next was tumuloy pero medyo bitin, nag-gap up. So iniisip ko nun, okay, sige, baka mag-fill yung gap. Let's see what happens. Okay? Tas maliit na naman na candle. So mga ganyan parang, okay, parang wala pa rin nangyayari technically speaking. Tas we pushed higher. So at this point, akala ko, sige, matatag na tong 19.48. So baka hindi ako ma-fill na naman. Okay? So upsetting, but ganun talaga eh. I missed the trade here. And at that point, I was thinking, I'm gonna miss the trade here too. So what I did was I pulled my order ng 18.2. Kasi halos umabot na eh. So I was thinking, okay, sige, ipupull ko muna yung order ko, panonoorin ko na lang muna. Okay? Panonoorin ko muna. I wanted to see if price came back dito sa area of consolidation na to, kung mag-hold ba. Kasi ang tight nga niya. So what happened next? Nag-hold yung 19.48. Then we came back down. Then we had this candle here. Nung nag-push down tong candle na to dito, so let me put marker on it. So when we go down sa lower time frame, you can see na hindi ko kayo pinaglaloloko na ibang candle ang tinitignan natin. Ang ginawa ko was, I was already looking at it closely dito sa 30-minute na time frame. Okay? 30-minute na time frame. Dito sa 30-minute na time frame, mapapansin nyo, ito may mga maliit na wicks. Okay? Itong area na to. Let me draw it out para lang clear. That's 18.10. That's where I placed my order. I figured na if price came back and tagged me there, di ba? Kasi nag-open siya, gap down eh. I figured if price came back and tagged me there, tapos hindi siya mag-hold, bumigay itong area na to, then I can cut it really fast. Di ba? It will be tight, but I can cut it really fast. What happened? It came back, tagged me, held, moved up, came back down dito. But at this point, wala na akong gagawin. 12:30 na yan eh. Next day, it moved up, then it stayed up. Okay? It moved up and it stayed up. Now, balik tayo sa daily. It moved up, it stayed up, then it started consolidating in this area. At that point, I wasn't thinking of doing anything. I was just thinking na if mabasag tong area na to, then the next target would be 22.6. Okay? Let me delete this line. Kasi yun yung nakadrawing sa chart ko. Yun yung level ko. 22.6 came from this high here. Okay? Itong high na to. So, meron akong solid na resistance dyan that I was looking at that if price got there, magbebenta na ako. Then we broke out here. When this broke out, okay, dahil meron akong base dito, I added to the trade. I was now, so nung as soon as nag-breakout siya ng 19.48, bumili na ako sa next level, which was 19.5, tulad na pinakita ko do sa resibo kanina. And the reason I was more confident in trading it was because meron akong base dito, strong yung pag-breakout natin, and then it looked like it was gonna tag na talaga. It was gonna move and tag yung 22.6. Now, what happened? The very next candle, we tagged yung 22.6, and I sold like I showed you kanina do sa mga screenshots. When I sold here, I sold 2/3 of my position. Okay, I left 1/3 as a possible runner just in case tumuloy pa siya higher. Okay, but at that point, I was mainly positive na in the trade in the sense na kahit na bumalik pa siya, hindi na ako mai-stop out na negative, no? I moved my stop beneath this candle here. Okay, bakit? Kasi I figured since ang lakas ng pag-breakout ng candle na to, tapos tumuloy pa dito, if kainin lahat yan pabalik, do I really still want to be in the trade? Kung bumalik nga siya dyan, ibig sabihin wala na yung momentum ko diba? So I wanted to be able to get out earlier. Okay, I could have left my stop down here. Okay, but at that point, I wanted to secure my gain, so I moved it up here. Okay? Then, next candle, we move higher. Okay, so I was targeting 25.3 sana initially to sell yung remaining position ko. But what happened? Nagkaroon tayo ng shooting star here, no? Okay? It swept the high of this candle, tas nag-close siya as a shooting star. Now, normally, hindi ko pinapansin yung mga individual candles lang. But in this case, I was thinking, okay, we might pull back deeper than anticipated, lalo na ang bilis nga ng move. Same logic that I had here, I was thinking baka mangyari din dito. So, hindi ko siya nabenta dito sa candle na to. I wanted to see what was going to happen next. Ang what happened next was price went straight to 25.3. Kaso, sa kamalasang palad, okay, sa kamalasang palad ay hindi ko siya naibenta. Nag-expire na yung order ko. Akala ko naka-GTC ako at 25.3 pero hindi pala. Naset ko pala siya na GTD. So, nag-expire yung order ko. So, nung nag-tag tayo dito, hindi ko siya nabenta. Nag-close siya at 25. All the while, akala ko nabenta ko na to eh. I wasn't even looking at it. Akala ko tapos na yung trade. So, when I looked at it, end of day, nung nag-close na, hindi ko pala siya nabenta. So, when this candle opened here, so, dito tayo, di ba? Nag-gap down siya. Nag-gap down siya, nag-open siya at 24.5, then it moved up agad. When it moved up to 24.6, binenta ko na kaagad. I sold it, tapos, price came down a bit, then as you can see, it moved up, then we went even higher, tagging almost 31 pesos here. This was 30.8. Pero I miss my window here. Okay? Again, I'm just being honest. Talagang nagkamali ako doon. I don't know how I let it slip, but I did. I could have sold it at 25.3, but wala eh. Mali na eh. Diba? So I sold it at the high of this candle here when it moved up from open ng sandali. Sold it, then it moved down, then wala na akong position. Then as we can see, it just moved higher from there and kamot ulo na lang ako. Wala na akong nahabol sa trade na yan. Okay? So, that was how I traded SCC. Kunento ko lahat, including yung mali ko, including yung blunder ko. No? I could have made more money, but I missed out on it because of a stupid error. Okay? So, let that lesson sink in sa inyo na bantayan nyo. Make sure na yung mga GTC nyo ay GTC, hindi na GTD. Okay? Sometimes, I do mess up kasi whenever I leave orders to buy, minsan, I do GTD. So, minsan dahil sunod-sunod kong ine-execute yung mga orders, pinipila-pila ko, I do make mistakes. And in this case, I made a mistake as well. Okay? I could have sold it where I wanted. I didn't. I sold it lower. In the end, kumita pa rin naman, but there were some flaws in execution. Okay? So, dito po nagtatapos yung video na to. I hope may natutunan kayo sa trade breakdown ko. Kahit na matuto lang kayo from yung mga blunders ko, hindi nyo maulit, no? And if you have any questions, you can post them in the comment section below. I do try my best to answer any and all questions that come my way. Minsan lang talaga, I miss a few. Kasi di ko siya kagad nakikita tas natatabunan from comments ng ibang mga videos and stuff. Okay? So, as always guys, maraming salamat po sa panonood. I really appreciate it. Good luck and happy trading!